Children, already we started this early civilization. In this lesson, sixth lesson, what we learned in before classes, Indus Valley civilization, early Vedic civilization. So this is the next part of this lesson is a later Vedic civilization. Later Vedic civilization means after few years, means in this year, from 1000 to 600 BC, this later Vedic civilization has flourished in India, in the northern part of India. Okay, we learn about the early Vedic civilization and now we can learn about the later Vedic civilization. What are the people? In early Vedic civilization, people are where they are placed near the Indus and Saraswati rivers. In later Vedic civilization, the people who are living near the Indus river and Saraswati river, they came to the near the plains of Ganga and Yamuna. Ganga, Yamuna plains places they taken to live there. And also they crossed some mountains, Vindhya mountains. They crossed Vindhya mountains and they came to the southwards. From northwards to people came to the southwards in later Vedic civilization. And what are the political changes came? Political change. If we see in the early Vedic civilization, the king not have more importance. Sabha and Samiti are there. The council of the ministers are doing some decisions and the king also followed with them. But that is totally changed in later Vedic civilization. The king has powerful in this civilization, in this period. The king is very important and king is very powerful. If the king give any decision, take any decision, giving any order to the people or public, they should be do that. So in this time, Sabha and Samiti lost their importance. Sabha and Samiti is not having any importance in that. The king only should say any judgment or any decision. Okay, and the power of the king is hereditary. Hereditary means if one king is ruling one kingdom, when he died, his son will become as a king. That is called hereditary. And Vamsa Paramparayam anamata. Oka raju paripalistunnadu anukondi. If he died in case, his son only be king. Okay, that is hereditary also have that in later Vedic civilization. And rituals also they did. In the early Vedic civilization, they did yajnas and yagas like that. But in here, Ashwamedha yaga and Rajasuya yagas also they did in a later Vedic civilization. What is the meaning of Ashwamedha and Rajasuya yagam? What they do if they want to conquer the other kingdom and if they want to expand their kingdom, what they do this Ashwamedha yaga. Ashwamedha yaga means they put one flag, their own kingdom flag to one horse. They send that horse to other place. How much the place the horse will go, the total place is to the king belongs to. అంటే ఏదైనా ఒక గుర్రానికి ఒక ఏం చేస్తారంటే వాళ్ళ దేశం యొక్క ఒక ఫ్లాగ్ ఉంటుంది కదా, వాళ్ళ దేశం జెండా, ఆ ఫ్లాగ్ ని ఆ గుర్రానికి కడతారన్నమాట. ఆ గుర్రం ఎంత దూరం అంటే అంత దూరం వరకు వీళ్ళు ఆ ప్లేస్ ని ఆక్యుపై చేసుకుంటారు. If anybody came, they will fight with them and they defeat to other people and they take that total place. Like that these yagas are did in a later Vedic civilization. And also the social change came. Social change. In the early period, what we saw, the woman has a very good role and she have very respectable and there is no discrimination between the varnas, between all peoples. But here totally changed. The ashrama system started in a later Vedic period. In the ashrama system, there are they are classified into four types. One is the brahmacharya. Brahmacharya means students who did not get married. Those people are called brahmacharya. And next one is the grihastha. Who has married, that person is called grihastha. And vanaprastha. Somebody want to go to the forest to attain some meditation, to attain the God, to attain the moksha. For that, some people will go to the some forest or lonely place to do meditation for God. That is the vanaprastha. And in our Ramayana also, Rama went to the forest for 14 years. That is is called Vanaprastha. Actually, that is one punishment that is called Vanaprastha. And after the sannyasa. Sannyasa means leaving all the family members, leaving all family and all the society. He will go to the other place for sannyasa. Okay, these are the four ashrama systems are followed in later Vedic civilization. And also started the Varna system. In early Vedic period, there is no Varna. All people are equal. There is no discrimination. Anybody can marry to any other people. But here totally changed. What happened? The Varna system started. Varna means nowadays we have the different religions, different castes we have now. That caste system started in later Vedic civilization. In this total four castes are there. First one is Brahmanas. First one Brahmanas and second one Kshatriyas. Second one Kshatriyas and third one Vaisyas. Vaisyas and fourth one Sudras. Fourth one is Sudras. These are the four castes are there in the society. Brahmanas means who are priests, Purohit, who are chanting the mantras. They are the Brahmana. They took first place. And next one is Kshatriya means they are the kings to conquer the other countries and they rule the country. They are Kshatriyas. And third one is Vaisyas. Vaisyas means trading. They are doing some business to other countries or in their own country or in own place. They are called Vaisyas. And fourth one is Sudra. Sudra means occupation work is there doing some people. They are called Sudras. Sudra means doing some pot works, potters, blacksmith, goldsmith, cobbler, barber, and doing some work in any house, servant, maid. These all are belongs to Sudras. Okay, these are the four Varna system are there in the later Vedic period. And women position is going very low. If we saw in the early Vedic period, women is very respectable. But in the later Vedic period, that is totally changed. The women position, the women importance is going very, very low. And Sati Sahagamana and polygamy are started. Sati Sahagamana and child marriages also started in a later Vedic period. And polygamy means one person have few wives. It means one kings and aristocrats also married so many women in that time in the later Vedic civilization. And polygamy means that is. And Sati Sahagamana means I think everybody know if the one woman husband if he died, she will go into the fire along with his husband. And child marriage, very little children also married with very elder man. This is called child marriage. Understood everybody? This is the later Vedic civilization. It is from the period 1000 to 600 BC. And people in they came back from the rivers to the Ganga Yamuna plains and they crossed the Vindhya mountains and they came back to the South India. And the political changes, the king, the Rajan has more power and it is hereditary. And Sabha and Santi lost their power. And they also did some rituals like Ashwamedha and Rajasuya Yagams rituals also they did. And the social change came as the ashrama system came. In the ashrama, there are the four are classified: Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, and last one is the Sannyasa. And Varna system also came in this later Vedic period. There are the four Varnas, four groups of people are living in the society. They are the Brahmanas, Kshatriya, Vaisyas, and Sudras. And women has lost his importance. Women value is totally fell down in the society. And so many Sati Sahagamanas and child marriages also started. And polygamy also have in the society. In the later Vedic period, we are discussing the religious life. Religious means how the people and the kings also prayed to the other gods. What they did? They did so many yajnas and yagas in this period. Yajna, I think everybody knows. Valmiki wrote this Ramayana. And also the Mahabharata is also one epic. This was written by sage Vedavyasa. In which language it is written? In the Sanskrit. It is written in the Sanskrit. And about the Rama, in this period, the Rama is the god Rama is prayed more by the people. Why? Because the Lord Rama is a very good person. He is an ideal king and ideal son and ideal husband and ideal man to everyone. If we see the Rama's life, he sacrificed so much in his life. So we should learn so much in the Ramayana. And next one is Sita is an ideal woman. Sita means who is she? She is Rama's wife. She is an ideal woman. How much problems came, but she never break, and she went along with his husband to the Aranyas also. So the people of this period prayed Sita also. And Mahabharata, they learn about the Mahabharata, the victory of Dharma over Adharma. Means in the Mahabharata, who will be there? Pandavas and Kauravas. Pandavas get victory out of the Kauravas. Why? Because they are going in dharmas. In good way they are going the Pandavas, and bad way they are going the Kauravas. So the good way always win. So the Pandavas also win that victory in the war of the Kurukshetra. Okay, understood students? This is about the later Vedic period. Later Vedic period, religious life,